The South Atlantic Ocean has held secrets for millennia that humanity was only just beginning to imagine. However, thanks to the convergence of scientific boldness and cutting-edge technology, one of those veils has finally been lifted. The expedition carried out in the Mar del Plata Submarine Canyon, Argentina, has marked a historic milestone by revealing a rich and complex underwater ecosystem, composed of species never before seen by the human eye. This discovery, made by the underwater drone SuBastian, has not only shocked the international scientific community, but has also redefined what we know about biodiversity in the abyssal depths of the Argentine continental slope. Leave a like, subscribe, and share. Let's begin. The mission. An unprecedented collaboration between researchers from the National Council for Scientific and Technical Research, CONICET, of Argentina, and the Schmidt Ocean Institute ventured into the depths of the Mar del Plata Submarine Canyon, a colossal underwater geographical feature located hundreds of kilometers off the coast of Buenos Aires. At this strategic point, where warm currents from Brazil meet the icy, nutrient-rich waters of the Falkland Current, a unique oceanographic dynamism is generated. It is in this crucible of waters that the robot SuBastian descended to almost 4,000 meters deep, an area where the pressure is capable of crushing almost any structure and where the darkness is absolute. The SuBastian drone is a marvel of modern engineering. It is a remotely operated vehicle, ROV, equipped with ultra-high-definition cameras capable of capturing millimeter-level details in the gloom of the abyss. In addition, it features articulated robotic arms designed to collect biological and geological samples with astonishing delicacy, allowing scientists on the surface to touch a world that would otherwise be inaccessible. What made this mission even more special was its global nature. The exploration was broadcast live through platforms like YouTube, allowing millions of people around the world to witness, in real time, the exact moment when the light from the drone's powerful spotlights first illuminated creatures that seemed to have been taken from a science fiction novel. What the SuBastian recorded on the walls and bottom of the canyon was an oasis of marine life that defies previous expectations about the abyssal plains. Among the most surprising findings are the fluorescent corals. Unlike their shallow water relatives that rely on sunlight, these deep-sea corals emit their own light through chemical processes, creating underwater landscapes of spectral and vibrant beauty. These coral gardens are not only visually stunning, but they function as biological buildings that provide shelter and food to a myriad of other species, establishing the foundation of a self-sustaining ecosystem in the deepest darkness. Another discovery that left biologists breathless was the presence of carnivorous sponges. While most marine sponges filter water particles for food, these species adapted to the extreme environment of the deep have evolved to actively capture small prey. Their structures, often filamentous and sticky, act as lethal nets for any unsuspecting organism that passes nearby. These types of evolutionary adaptations underscore the ferocity and ingenuity of life on the continental slope, where food is scarce and every calorie counts for survival. The expedition also allowed the observation of extremely rare species with an almost unreal aesthetic, such as the glass octopus. This cephalopod, characterized by its almost entirely transparent body except for its digestive organs and eyes, is a master of camouflage in the deep water column. Watching him move gracefully in front of the cameras of the SuBastian was one of the most viral moments of the broadcast, symbolizing the fragility and mystery of the hidden world that scientists were beginning to map. In addition to the glass octopus, starfish with unusual morphologies and various species of deep-sea fish were recorded that could be completely new to scientific taxonomy. The importance of this discovery transcends mere biological curiosity. The Mar del Plata Submarine Canyon has proven to be a critical point for biodiversity in the South Atlantic. Data collected by the CONICET and Schmidt Ocean Institute team provide the necessary scientific evidence to promote the creation of the first marine protected area in this part of the canyon. Until now, much of the Argentine continental slope was an unknown territory and vulnerable to exploitation without regulations. This discovery highlights the need to protect these oases of life from threats such as deep-sea trawling or possible underwater mining, activities that could destroy in seconds ecosystems that have taken millennia to form. The live broadcast generated a worldwide excitement rarely seen in basic science. By democratizing access to discovery, researchers succeeded in connecting civil society emotionally with the deep sea. Seeing scientists get excited about the discovery of a new type of coral or a starfish never seen before humanizes the work of research and highlights the importance of ocean exploration compared to space exploration. The hidden world of Mar del Plata has ceased to be an abstraction on a map and has become a shared heritage that requires vigilance and care. From an oceanographic point of view, the study of the canyon reveals how the Brazil and Falkland currents not only affect the climate of the region, but also act as conveyor belts of life. The meeting of these water masses generates nutrient upwellings that feed the microorganisms, which, in turn, support the carnivorous sponges, corals, and large predators detected by the drone. The Mar del Plata Canyon acts as a giant funnel that concentrates this biological wealth, becoming an epicenter of productivity in the middle of what many considered a marine desert. Leave a like, subscribe, and share. This milestone for marine science in Latin America positions Argentina at the forefront of continental slope exploration. International collaboration has proven to be the key to overcoming the economic and technological barriers that often limit deep-sea research. The success of the SuBastian mission opens the door to future expeditions seeking to delve deeper into the biological connectivity of submarine canyons along the entire Atlantic coast, from southern Brazil to subantarctic waters. Documenting these pristine ecosystems also provides a critical baseline for studying the effects of climate change, a global challenge that disproportionately affects marine environments. At a depth of 4,000 meters, a realm once thought immune to surface disturbances, changes in water temperature or chemical composition may be subtle at first, but their effects on such specialized, slow-growing species as fluorescent corals, glass sponges, and other benthic organisms could be catastrophic in the long run. These organisms have evolved over millennia in remarkably stable conditions. A small increase in temperature or a decrease in pH, ocean acidification, can exceed their physiological survival thresholds. By accurately identifying which species inhabit the Mar del Plata submarine canyon today and documenting the health, density, and diversity of their populations, scientists will be able to monitor with unprecedented precision how these ecosystems evolve in the face of global warming and ocean acidification, phenomena that are already drastically altering the surface layers of the sea and whose influences are beginning to be felt in the depths. This baseline biological and chemical reference point is therefore an invaluable treasure for modern oceanography and conservation biology. In terms of education and science outreach, the discovery has been a powerful catalyst for sparking scientific vocations and a sense of wonder and environmental responsibility in the region and beyond. The impact of seeing cutting-edge technology, such as the remotely operated vehicle, ROV SuBastian, operated by local researchers in close collaboration with global oceanography networks, sends a powerful message about the capabilities and potential of Latin American science. It demonstrates that the frontier of exploration is not exclusive to nations with large budgets, but is a collaborative and global effort. The Mar del Plata submarine canyon has thus become a symbol of national and regional pride, and a tangible reminder that under our national jurisdiction, there are natural wonders comparable in beauty, complexity, and biological importance to the tropical rainforests of the Amazon or the great coral reefs of the Pacific. The sample collection phase, meticulously carried out by the precision robotic arms of the SuBastian, will now allow extensive and multidisciplinary laboratory work that will last for years. Geneticists and taxonomists will play a crucial role, working to sequence the DNA of the collected organisms, comparing their genomes with global databases, and confirming how many of these species are indeed new to science. The complexity and isolation of the deep ecosystem suggest a high rate of endemism. It is therefore highly likely that this discovery will result in the formal description and nomenclature of dozens, perhaps hundreds, of new genera and species. This will not only dramatically enrich global biodiversity catalogs, but will also offer fascinating new insights into the evolution of life under extreme conditions of darkness, high pressure, and low temperatures. From an environmental management perspective, the creation and eventual designation of a marine protected area in the canyon will not only directly preserve the fragile deep-sea coral structures and sponges, but will also play a vital role in ensuring the long-term resilience and sustainability of commercial fisheries in adjacent areas of the Argentine continental shelf. It has been documented that many economically important fish, such as hake and other demersal species, actively use the complex three-dimensional structures of the canyon as a safe haven or as breeding and spawning grounds during certain critical stages of their life cycle. Protecting the heart or core of this deep-sea ecosystem, therefore, ensures that life continues to flow and enrich the rest of the Argentine Sea, demonstrating in a practical and economical way that marine conservation and economic sustainability can and must inexorably go hand in hand. In conclusion, the historic SuBastian drone expedition to the Mar del Plata submarine canyon has forever changed our perception and vision of the South Atlantic. What once appeared on maps as a vast, anonymous expanse of shadows and geological assumptions is now a vibrant and detailed map of life, color, and biological mystery. The discovery of communities of fluorescent corals, carnivorous sponges, and glass octopuses at a depth approaching 4,000 meters is not only a scientific milestone, but a triumph of human ingenuity applied to exploration and a universal invitation to continue exploring the depths with the utmost respect and wonder. This never-before-seen ecosystem is a powerful reminder that the Earth still has frontiers to be crossed, and that actively protecting our oceans, especially their most remote and vulnerable corners, is the most urgent and, perhaps, most exciting task of our generation. The oasis of life found on the Argentine continental slope is, without a doubt, one of the greatest scientific achievements of the decade, an unexpected gift from nature that we, as a global society, must now defend, study, and manage for posterity. The resounding success of this mission also highlights the fundamental importance of strategic investment in exploration science and technology. Without cutting-edge tools like the SuBastian deep-sea ROV, these complex and fragile ecosystems would remain invisible, and therefore vulnerable to accidental or intentional damage from human activities ignorant of their existence and value. Scientific knowledge is, undeniably, the first and most effective line of defense for nature. By illuminating and mapping the depths, the expedition has not only brought to light creatures of breathtaking beauty, but has also highlighted the collective and inescapable responsibility to preserve the most remote and pristine corners of our planet. The Mar del Plata Canyon is no longer just a geological trench in the ocean. It is a biological sanctuary of biodiversity that beats vigorously in the depths, waiting for humanity to continue discovering its invaluable lessons about life, evolution, and survival on Earth. As the comprehensive analysis of oceanographic, genetic, and visual data continues to develop in the coming years, the impact and resonance of this discovery is expected to continue to grow exponentially. The high-definition images and videos captured by the drone will be used not only in scientific publications, but also in nature documentaries, marine biology textbooks, and interactive museum exhibits, inspiring people of all ages and backgrounds to look at the sea with new eyes of exploration and admiration. Marine science has experienced a momentous moment of glory, a feat achieved thanks to a small underwater robot and a team of scientists and visionaries who dared to look with curiosity and tenacity where literally no one else had. The ecosystem of the Mar del Plata Submarine Canyon is today a shining beacon of hope for the conservation of the deep sea worldwide. Leave a like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.